A warm welcome on board the van for today's drive along here in Guernsey in the Channel Islands. I've got the camera mounted on the dashboard and I'm going to record the drive from the Imperial Hotel, which is that building just in front of us, and I'm going to drive the whole way along the west coast and we're going to end up at Rocque. So in today's video I don't turn inland at all, I stay on the coast road, and I'm going to give you a really good idea and you'll see pretty much exactly what it's like on the west coast of the island. So we're currently at the south and we're heading north. We've got some really nice beaches, so sit back, enjoy the drive along, and I'll speak about different places as we come across them. By the way, if you're new to this channel is what it's like living on the island of Guernsey in the Channel Islands. I live here, I do walk-alongs and drive-alongs, so if you are interested in seeing more videos similar to this, you can consider subscribing to the channel. And if you like this video, you can let me know by hitting the thumbs up button. So we're currently cruising along the west coast, northbound. Really nice houses dotted along the coast. They really do have some spectacular views. No matter what season, it's beautiful in the summer. The winter you get the rough seas. So you get all year round beautiful scenery looking out your windows. There's a variety of different houses along here. You'll see small houses, just like the one we're driving past, or little cottages. And you'll see some really bigger houses, so keep your eyes peeled. So we've got Guernsey Pearl on the right, which is a visitor attraction, and of course we're heading towards Rocque Bay, which is a popular beach. The current speed limit, you may have just seen it, is 35 miles per hour. That is the maximum speed limit in Guernsey. So Rocque Beach is a popular beach. It's one which obviously gets very busy in the summer, which a lot of the beaches do. This is actually a bit further away from where I live, so it's not actually a beach I go to a lot, but it's coming up on the left. I'll show you once we get there. So when you're cruising around the coast, these kind of roads we're on at the moment, this is probably considered one of the bigger roads in Guernsey, if not the biggest. So if you do decide to drive in Guernsey, or you hire a hire car, or you get the ferry and bring your own car, this is the type of road which is on the bigger side. There's a lot smaller roads, some tiny little lanes and things like that, but on the whole the speed limit's slow, so it's not normally a problem. If you meet someone, you can normally pull in, or someone else pulls in for you if you do meet in one of the smaller lanes. So this drive, you're going to see quite a lot of the nice beaches. I haven't done a west coast drive for a little while. I did one maybe a year and a half ago, so I thought it was time I just updated this one. All the houses on the right overlooking Rocque Bay. There, so a bit of a nicer view of the beach on the left. And of course Rocque Hotel is on the right coming up. However, I'm not 100% sure it's actually Rocque Hotel anymore now I mention it. I've got a feeling it's closed. You see that building on the right there, that blue building? If anyone knows, let me know. I haven't driven past here for a while. I've got a feeling it's closed. In fact, I'm 99% sure it is closed. My favourite Indian restaurant on the right, just passing it now. It's that white building. Taste of India at Rocque. Really, really recommend that place. They do takeaways and you can sit in for a meal. Really good Indian food. So following it round, we'll be going round to the right in the moment, following the coast road. So I hope you're enjoying. Sit back and relax the drive along. Around we go to the right. If you do recognise any of the beaches as I drive along, please leave it in the comments and let me know which beach you've sat on or if you've ever visited anywhere. The coast road tends to be used as a alternative to driving round the small little lanes. It's sort of considered it's the better route because it's a straight run. There's not many traffic lights along the coast at all. The roads are slightly bigger, so it's, it can be looked at as a more of a stress-free option of driving from one point to the other in the island. And that is true. However, I find that the only problem of driving around the coast is bicycles. It can be a problem to overtake. Obviously the bicycles are absolutely welcome to ride around the coast. It's a lovely place. As a motorist, if you could be stopped behind cyclists for some time and not be able to overtake, so sometimes it doesn't actually work out any quicker or sometimes any stress free. If you're someone that doesn't like following cyclists along for a while, you may find the coast road is more stressful than the rest of the roads. I tend to fall into that category quite a bit because in the summer months there can be a lot of cyclists around the coast, so just bear that in mind, that there's not always a safe place to overtake cyclists for some time, so you normally find a queue of traffic quite long following bikes that they're just unable to overtake. So that can happen around the coast. So we are cracking on. So where are we at now? I think we're at Parel. So Parel Bay or Parel Beach. And there is a convenience store along here. I think it's a Morrison's. I'm pretty sure it is. It's Morrison's at Parel. It's just, see, it's also a petrol station there on the right. You can see it is a Morrison's, isn't it? Yeah. They are talking of cyclists, look. So you can get maybe 3 or 4 cyclists in a row. So you can imagine the roads aren't very big here. So you need quite a bit of room and quite a bit of road to overtake safely. So I think I'll wait a while when it's safe. As it happens, I wasn't in a rush, so I'm perfectly happy to follow cyclists. They're having a good time. There, so I've got a safe road to overtake. And I think those are hired bicycles. I got a feeling they're either visitors to the island, because I think those are the ones you can hire. So it's a great way to see the island if it's nice weather. I wouldn't maybe recommend hiring a bike in the winter. You can if you like, but you definitely get the best of the weather and the best of your bike in the summer. Following it round to the right. And a few more bikes again. I'm going to just whip round these. There we go. So we are heading to Vazon, quite a big beach, and Richmond is the first bit we're coming to. So what do you think of the houses? Could you live in Guernsey? Let me know. Would you like to live in Guernsey? Do you think you could handle living in one of these houses? It's not a bad life, is it? It's probably quieter if you're from a city. Probably a lot quieter if you're from a city, but that's island life. So this is known as, so this big bay is Vazon on the sand. You see on the left? It's like Richmond End. And there's a very nice kiosk called Richmond Kiosk, funny enough. And very nice. I'll show you when we drive past. You'll see these beach kiosks scattered around the island. And a lot of them sell really nice food. In fact, nearly all of them do. I haven't really come across a kiosk that sells awful food. They're all pretty good. They normally sell crab sandwiches, you know, chips, coffees, teas, all that sort of thing. They're all round and they are really good. So I think it's clear around I go. So the Richmond kiosk I mentioned a second ago, can you see it's coming up on the left, that cream building? It's only a small one. It's got a flag flying. There it goes to some parking. And there's actually someone trying buying something now. And I'm out of interest, they do the sprint along here where they close the road and they race along this road. And they see how quick they can get from one point to the other, so it's timed. So the road's closed to the public, and it's a good racing day if you're into motorsport. I think it's normally a bank holiday, and they do, I think, motorcycles race as fast as they can, and cars as well. So the old Grand Mar Hotel was on the right. You notice anything? You didn't see it. That's because it's been knocked down. The Grand Mar Hotel has been completely flattened, and it's being rebuilt as a more of a club, like really nice club hotel. I think it's gonna have a gym, and it's going to be very nice. Speed limit's down to 25 miles per hour. So just passing Vazon Bay is on the left at the moment. Quite a big beach, that one. And they got the surf school on the left as well. See a lot of people with surfboards, and they got a cafe on the left there as well. On the right is Krabby Jack's, where you can eat, sit and have food. Very popular with children and kids. Got a play area. And we're following it on. You may notice the speed limit varies as you drive around. It sort of dips from 35 to 25, back up to 35, down to 25. It's mainly where there's obviously beaches and people are crossing, and you know, where it's deemed to be a bit busier with people walking or crossing the road to the beach, the speed limit tends to drop down, which makes absolute sense. So a slight hill up here. So we're heading towards Cobo Bay. So this is heading around my house. Cobo Bay, I was only down there a few weeks ago in the heat wave we had, and the water was just beautiful. Someone having a picture there on the left. Yeah, there's a few really nice houses along here on the right. This one coming up, can you see there? These two, say, these are lovely. One's got like a balcony, and you know, you can imagine sitting there having your breakfast in the mornings overlooking Cobo Bay, which is on the left. And that big wooded area with those trees, that's Leggett I've done a few videos up there. Another nice house on the right there, great views. One day I may have enough money to buy one of those, but the way it's going, I don't think so. But you know, I can dream, can't I? So I was talking about beach kiosks before. There's another beach kiosk here, which is obviously Cobo beach kiosk. I think it's called Mims, M-I-M-S. Really good kiosk again. They sell pizzas. I had a pizza the other day and they actually cook them outside. Proper pizza oven. Really good. Thoroughly enjoyed that pizza. So do you recognise this place? Very popular beach on the west coast. Cobo Bay. Of course we had to go past Cobo, didn't we? Then we can go straight on. So I hope you're getting a good idea what the west coast is like. People on the beach. It's quite a nice day today. And of course you've got the Rock Mount on the right, which you can eat there. It's a pub. People sit outside. Can you see them sat there? And next to it is the Cobo Bay Hotel. Let me know if you've stayed there. A lot of people stay there because of the location. Really nice. And another great place you could try if you visited is the Cobo Tea Rooms. See that white building, or that white house just on the right? It's quite a big one. That's Cobo Tea Rooms, and you can sit outside. Is there anyone sat there now? Yeah, there's a few people sat outside. You can also sit inside. So Cobo Bay Tea Rooms is worth a little look if it's nice weather. Even if it's not, you can go inside. Most of the beaches in Guernsey, in fact all of them, are lovely, and I think they're even nicer at high tide. High tide tends to be the nicest, I find anyway. Speed limit back up to 35. We got some speed up. So the next beach along, Rocque Beach. Another nice one. So you've got plenty of choice of beaches, that's for sure. That's one thing you've got choice of in Guernsey, is beaches. Not so much other things, but if you love beaches, you can see on the left there, that sand. That'll be Rocque. You get sand in the road around here all the time. The wind blows the sand up from the beach and the road, so you particularly have to be careful on a motorcycle or a bike. And this will take you to Grand Rocque car park. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the drive along. As usual, click the screen to watch the next video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you think you like this sort of stuff. See you next time.